There is a grocery store beside our building there in Aleppo. We go there and buy our daily food.
The pace of life in Aleppo was natural for the Shamilian family. Walking through the markets was a daily routine. But the aisles look a lot different now. A lot of things look different to Ninor Balyozian Shamilian and her family. But it makes sense. They are Syrian refugees. Before arriving in Canada, they lived through the war.
I wouldn't let the kids get close to a window from the fear that they might get hit with a shrapnel. Living with fear as parents is terrible, but somehow doable. These 2 years that we lived, every minute you think that something will happen. We had no other choice. Either stay in Syria and live with fear for the rest of our lives, or leave to start a new life and a new future for our kids.
They fled Aleppo and took a 15-hour car ride to Lebanon, hiring a driver to take them. After 4 months in Lebanon, they got on a plane and landed in Toronto, eventually finding an apartment in North York, Ontario. Ninor remembers the days trapped in the midst of war.
We used to make crafts with them, but they can't stay at home all the day. They have to play out. But when I hear some shootings or some noise, I bring them back home. Like these 2 years, only few days we go out.
That's not a problem anymore. What has kept you so strong through the whole process?
My children, yeah. I knew that I was doing this for them, so they are always my motivation.
The park behind their apartment has become a new comfort.
We are safe, we are alive, we have a home, we have jobs, it's kids going to school. We are living like a normal family.
This was made possible through a sponsorship program with the Toronto Armenian Community Centre. Canada is the only country that allows private sponsorship for refugees.
We are lucky for that, yeah. From the moment we went to the Canadian embassy till here, to the airport, it was all arranged. We didn't have to worry about anything.
The community center played a large role in that support.
They want to start a new life, so at least they have a peace of mind in this point. The kids, they can join the school, go to school from the first day. Even they can work, from the minute of arrival, they can work.
The program helped them find jobs and paid for Ninor and Harut's schooling.
Without this program, we would probably have been one of those victims you see these days on television around the globe. So forever grateful to the Canadian government.
Lord knows what a sponsorship program like this can do for families. But the challenges don't end once they get here.
They are struggling. They were having very good job and very good income back there in Syria, especially Aleppo. Most of them, they were owning their own job, their own workshops, factories, and now they have nothing.
Do you like Canada? Do you miss Syria? So where's home?
I don't know. Home is really different. It's a very abstract concept, and I feel that Syria stopped being home when the first person there died. Back home in Syria, I had my own apartment, I had my own job and my own car, and life was pretty good. I just felt like it was unlawfully interrupted.
Mohammed is a Syrian refugee who asked to only be identified by his first name. He's 26 and has been in Canada for 7 months.
It took me 14 months to arrive to Canada, and those 14 months were terrible.
He ran into problems in Beirut.
I had no visa, I had no money, I had no legal status in Beirut. I didn't know what to do.
It was there he heard about the Aura program, another private sponsorship. After applying, he was sponsored through Trinity St. Paul's United Church. Leaving behind loved ones can be the hardest part. He still remembers the last time he saw his mother.
I went back home, packed my bag, and I just, left. And then a friend met me in his car, and he just drove me to Damascus then. I just waved goodbye, and that was the last time. These scenes that sort of, drill deep into your memory, and they're very hard to forget.
Ninur knows how exciting and stressful this process can be. Both her parents and in-laws are still in Lebanon.
It was hard. We used to see each other every Sunday. We used to have lunch with each other. We were a close family.
But last week, she got some exciting news.
We heard that they got phone calls that their applications are in process. Hopefully, we make the new year with them.
I'm telling them, first year you have to survive, at least first year. Don't even think about going back home or preparing your luggage again to go back. You have to pass the first year. Later on, you will never think about going back.
It's December, and on the 22nd, it will mark 1 year in Canada for Ninur and her family. Ninur's parents aren't the only piece of home she hangs on to. Her nostalgia is even evident in the snacks she prepares for her kids, pita and za'atar. It's what they ate back home.
And now we are here. It will be a year. When a door is closed, another will open. Like this happened for us. Yeah, this happened for us. Never lose hope. Yeah. Whenever I tell these stories, I get emotional. It's like a dream.